Hey YouTubes, this is Lance Esquire here. I just got my Larp Box. It was a Kickstarter that started last year, and I think I've been waiting for a half of the year for it. I also got the regular Larp Box and the Legendary. I should be getting that probably by the end of this week because they shipped it out at the same time that they shipped the first one out. I didn't renew because, well, first of all, I want to see what's in it and see if it's worthwhile, see if it's good. But if you've watched or subscribed to Momo O'Brien, Larp Girl, the Larp House, or is it Larp House? Well, whatever. I'm scheduled to them too, and I really like them. And so if you're new to LARP, this package should help. I think it's the adventure pack for beginners, so can't wait to open it up. And I'm new to LARP too, so don't worry, we're both in this group together. If you don't know what LARP stands for, it's live action role playing. It's kind of like playing role-playing games like Mass Effect, which just came out last month, Dragon Age, Fable, Elder Scrolls, Fallout, some of the... basically, if you can make your character, build up your character, experience the playing as that character, then it's almost the same, basically. So, basically... live action role playing, so it's live action, so you have to do the moves. It's not just rolling dice like Dungeons and Dragons, but it's just like Dungeons and Dragons. You have to play your character, so you have to act out what your character does. You have to put your person in the shoes, like if you're a good guy or a bad guy, a sad person or happy person, so you have to act like it. Maybe you're an elf and you were a slave and now you're owned by dwarves, but you broke free or something like that. So there's a lot of things that you can do in there. And role play, you basically play a role. There's lots of difference of roles. So you could be like a wizard, a warrior, a thief, and all those things. And then you play the games that the LARP is based on. There's many different LARPs, like fantasy, medieval LARPs, post-apocalyptic LARPs. There's even Hunger Game LARPs and Lord of the Ring LARPs and Harry Potter LARPs. And there's even the Twilight LARP. So there's lots of different LARPs. And in here should be a lot of items. And I made my own items. I think you can see them in the background to try to start my own LARP. So I'm very excited. And I can't wait. And I'll probably renew my subscription. But first I want to see if it's worthwhile. And I'll tell you where you can get it and how much they cost and all that stuff. So I don't know if it's the same box as Momo's and LARP Girl and LARP House got, because those were the demos. So let's just get into it. Let's measure this big bad boy out. It weighs about 2 pounds. Okay, and it was brought by UPS Brown last night at 8 o'clock, so I had to wait a day. So if anybody else beat me on YouTube, good for them. But I live out in the middle of nowhere. This is outside in the barn, so you may see a horse, maybe. I don't know. They're outside at the moment. So we'll measure this out. It's 11 inches across, and the width is about 8 inches, and the depth is 4 inches. Alright, so now let's... there's a horse over there already. Let's crack this big bad boy open. And kids, never play with sharp objects. Dangerous. People can always get cut. Safety first. I think I can actually kill this open. Alright, here we go. Now, if there's a lot of reading material in here, I'll just describe it for you. Don't want to make the YouTube video too long. So, oh, and if like one of the Larp people for the Larp Box was watching the video, perfect good box, but brown usually messes up the boxes, so it's not their fault. It goes through a lot of people and a lot of shipping. I work for the post office, so I should know. So you can't always get angry at the drivers or anything because they have to pack it, ship it, and then it goes through town to town, and then they pack it, they scan it, and they ship it. Alright, now we're opening it up. It looks like a chest. That's really cool. And also, they have their website on the side, so I'll tell you and leave the address down below. But there it is, www.larpbox.com. And this is the first one, and I didn't subscribe for the second one, which was a post-apocalyptic box. And the next one that's coming out in April 25th is an Elven box. So if you want to subscribe, you better get subscribed before the 25th of April to get your Elven box. And I'll tell you about the prices and stuff like that. Alright. Alright. Oh, cool. Right away, I have to go for... Oh. Snap. Yeah. Sweet. Got my own little mug. Flagon. That's a horse, by the way. That's just the warning. Always wash it before you drink out of it. Well, leave that sticker in there. So, yeah, it's a metal. Drink your liquids out of it. That's cool. That's proper for a medieval LARP or a fantasy LARP. So, put that up front. Put that back there. Oh, an energy potion. And there are also... That doesn't have the company on it, I don't think. It just says caution hot liquid and stuff. And always wash your hands and make sure it's always washed for tips and tricks on that. And so it's a an energy potion. Vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin B, B12. So this is definitely an energy drink. So kind of like a potion, I guess. Cool bottle. It's plastic though. So if you're like really into those in-depth LARPs, they might not allow it because it looks like it's a screw-on cap. So, but a lot of LARPs will have that for you. And it has what's in here. I'm trying to see if it has caffeine because I have a friend that doesn't handle caffeine really well. I'm not seeing. Oh, no, I'm not seeing any caffeine in here. But always check. Make sure if you have any allergies or can't handle certain substance. So that should be okay for my friend. And oh, look. Sword holder for your belt. That's cool. I think my swords are too big. So maybe this one. Oh, there you go. And yeah, and it has the people who made it, and it has their address on the back and stuff like that. So that's cool. So, yeah. Well. Halter for your sword. Get that out of the way. And you got a little scroll here. just telling you what's in the Larp box. Like a t-shirt, well, look at it. And for beginning, it describes what's in the box and what the box is about, and who sponsors the Larp Box, and all that stuff. Oh, look, even has the what's in the legendary Larp Box, but I'm not going to read that because I want to be surprised for when it comes. And look, it's a pouch. So already this is different than what Momo and Larp Girl and stuff got, because I believe they didn't get a flask, and they definitely didn't get energy drink, potion. I'm pretty sure they got a pouch, but mine is not black, and I think theirs was based on a LARP for a Game of Thrones. So they got a lot of Game of Thrones X stuff. Oh, it's a little scuffed up. I could probably buff that out. I guess it adds to the use of the pouch that will go on a belt. It's a leather bag. Oh, it smells like leather. So, a lot of people have a problem with leather. So, I don't think it's faux leather. So, if you got a problem with leather, because I know a lot of people can't handle the leather smell and stuff like that. But, we eat cows and sheep and stuff like that, so might as well use all the parts of the animals. So there we go. Got a leather pouch for carrying potions, spell packages, coins. If there's any in here, I think Momo got coins. I bought some coins, not cheap though. So if you're a GM at the LARP, respect them and don't lose their coins, because they're not cheap. Felt like there was something in here. Nope. But I did get a LARP Box Kickstarter backer. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, it started in October. I didn't know that. But yeah, I definitely backed them, and that's really cool to see all this in how they've grown so far. And they are really good of letting you know what's up on Facebook and Twitter. And usually they email you, because I ask for your email address and stuff like that. Oh, the Village North Larp Box. Box 1 even has that. It's like a postcard. Venture North. Sorry, jeez. It even has August 13th to the 20th of 2017. So it starts in August. And they have the Facebook, and they have their website. You can, there it is. You can also go on larp.org and find a lot of LARPs near you. They'll ask for your address and stuff like that. So go larp.org. Trust me, it's larp.org. Right? Yeah. Trust me, you don't want to go to larp.com. That's a whole different website. So, yeah, and this is up in Canada. So, if you're like in Germany or something like that, but Americans and stuff like that, it's up in Canada. I think I want to say Montreal, but I don't think so. But yeah, it has a description, and it talks about how long they've been there and how many people's played and stuff like that. The only reason why I know about LARP was actually because of Knights of Badassdom. Because, like everybody else, you probably played with your friends, and I really like the medieval era, King Arthur and all those heroes back in the old days and stuff. So that's really cool. So yeah, just run by it. You got a holder for your sword or your axe or mace or whatever you want to carry. Spell package, a package to carry your coins or anything, or even your potion, your healing potion. So you can drink this for an energy drink or whatever, and then fill it up. Depends on what kind of LARP. Okay. Cool Kickbacker starter shirt. So if you're a Kickstarter and you back them, you got a cool shirt, postcard. I'm inviting you to the north, and it's really cool flagging. I thought something was broken in there because I kept on hearing that paper roll around in there, and what's in here and stuff like that. And I will do a rundown on the Larp Box. Number I've rounded up, so if it was like $89.99 and stuff like that, I rounded up so to the dollar. So maybe that's why that got ripped. I will put that to the side. And, I got this from Medieval Armory. Latex weapons, you gotta be careful because my sister is allergic to latex, so you gotta be careful. But there is alternative weapons that aren't made by latex, and latex seems to crack. I don't know if you can see that, so you have to add like a special chemical to them to keep them all nice and looped up. So got that. I'll do a little run on stuff here, and then I got this from Camera Cell. This was cheap because it was kind of damaged, and they weren't going to make any more of them because usually they put their logo on the pommel or on the guard. So this would be a 1.5 longsword, and this would be a one-handed short sword. This is like a Viking, and this is like a knight's sword. So you can tell by the pommel and the blade and the width. And if you ever wonder if it's 2.5 or two-handed or one-handed, if your hand can fit halfway on there on the bottom for a nice good swing, it's a 2.5. Okay. Oh, 1.5. Jeez, you don't have 3 hands, right? So, and then this is just a one-handed, and it's short. And then in the background, if you can see, I've made this axe. Oh, this side is better. It's seen better days. I think that this one is. Because I run around and play with my friends and stuff like that outside. Because I live out in the country, so it doesn't look too weird running around. Dwarven Expired Axe. This is all made out of foam and PVC pipe. A lot of LARPs won't recommend it, but I've made another two-bladed axe, and it's usually really hard to, because when you do it, usually it pivot around every time when you swing it. So there's a little piece of, what is it called? Oh, that's a plane. So it's a Dwarven Axe, short axe, Dwarven, two-bladed, a dowel rod. That's what it is, a dowel rod in here. So I've doubled it, thickened it, so it's 3 layers, and then I put 2 extra layers so it ain't gonna hurt anybody, and it's just only in the middle of this rivet piece here, and yeah, it's really inspired. And then the Dwarven language that I found online means it's a warning, danger, caution, head. That's why there's an axe, there's a line, and the mountains and stuff like that. And this is PV foam, or PVC pipes. Usually I get that wrong. Same with this, but this is camp foam. You can still buy it at Kmart. Walmart doesn't sell it anymore. You could probably find it online, but usually it's more expensive online. Alright, and that's my creation because one of my friends liked to play a dwarf. And this is expiring way too long and too bulky, so it's mainly for show. Yeah, PVC pipe, camp foam all the way through, 4 layers thick because it's a thicker PVC pipe. Yeah. See, there's a horse. So I had to make it thicker, which you can tell we can't really use it because it's cracked at the tip. And then PVC pipe foam covering to keep the halter. And also there's a cross guard here inside. It's like a T. Problem is with that is that what I did accidentally is this is a thicker PVC pipe and then this is a thinner PVC pipe, so I had to add a screw. So this is a full thing because usually when you make your own, I think I have one, it wobbles a lot. So I can do like a, so it's a Spire of Frostmourne from Warhammer online. So no, it's called WoW. Yeah, WoW. WoW online. Alright. That's not what it's really called. I can't think of the name at the moment. Let's just put that down on the ground. Alright, well, I got that all tied up. So I'll do like a quick rundown here. Alright. But usually what people do, and what I found online a lot, is, because I want to kind of make my own weapons look realistic. So that's a buffer, but it's more of a fancier buffer than, like I said, safety first, always cut away from you, so kids don't play with knives. Always use an adult supervision. Alright, usually what people do for buffers are they use PVC pipes, which you can find out at your local hardware stores, and then swim noodles, and then they just duct tape them, and then they don't have a cross guard. This is kind of small. So just to show you, that's that, and then that's a regular buffer, really backyard kind of Larp, not trying to get into too in depth. And then this is a little bit more of a standard, so yeah, you're like not even really trying Larp, and then trying, but you gotta do a cheap Larp. So this is PVC Cover Foam. Saint foam noodle. I read online that foam noodles actually last a little bit longer. They don't break down a little bit more because the spaces in the foam are a little bit better. And when you wrap it like this, it clamps down on it. And usually the PVC cover foam usually gets a little wacky in there. And you always have to make sure that there's a space at the end of the tip, so if you accidentally stab or slap somebody in the face with one of these, it's not going to hurt. So it's just duct tape, PVC pipe, and the cover, just duct tape, and then brown duct tape to add for a special effect. I really duct tape this one. I was going to show you, apparently we don't have one. Or this will just swing around like the axe head I was talking about, so that's why I add the T in the crossguard. Alright, this has seen a lot of use and playing around with my friends. The pommel fell off. Wrap the handle for a nice hand grip. This is a long sword. I think it measured in about 6 feet. Some Larps won't let you do that. Oh, full the blade from the pommel, not just the blade. can't go 6 feet because what, you're a 9-foot man. So it's this would be a long sword, very long sword, and see this one kind of pivots a little bit. So it's a PVC pipe and PVC foam because you're already at the hardware store. You might as well buy both. Leather wrapping because I usually do leather work, so did leather wrapping on this big bad boy. Leather's not cheap, by the way, so just FYI. These are just scraps. The only problem, so when I was talking about my Warcraft, that's what it is. Sword, Frostmourne, is that it's a thicker piping than this one, so it'd be this thick, not this thick. The only problem with that is for longer weapons, you're going to want thicker piping so you don't get too much flex because it could shatter and the core could shatter. So, you know, once you start swinging it, it starts like moving all over the place. So yeah, be careful about that and always make sure there's about 2 to 3 inches of space so no one's going to get poked, you know, by your PVC pipe. Alright, back to the Larp Box. I went on their website. It's larpbox.com. And you're going to have to sign up, log in, set up your email and everything like that. For some odd reason, they don't recognize you, so if you were a Kickstarter, you're going to have to read through the process, I think. Well, I have to. It's a monthly subscription, or you can just buy monthly by monthly. I think there's more than $60 in that box, but they say the LARP box is usually estimated about $60. So 1 month, they say the subscription for 1 month is $40, and by the way, the prices go down as you schedule for longer months. So the prices drop, and usually they have it. I'll run it down. 3 months per month would be $38, so you save about $3? No, $2. But for the whole 3 months, it's $114. 6 months per month, you're saving about $1 from the 3 months, so it's $37. I hate talking about bigger numbers. It's $220 for 6 months total. Okay, so you're only spending $37 a month. So basically, that is my subscription to GameFly right there. Well, actually, no. It's actually cheaper. It would be this 12-month. 12 months for $35 a month. For the whole year, all bundled together for 12 months would be $432. So I don't know if they take out per month or they just take a humongous lump sum. You have to check that out. I don't know. The Legendary box is $275. I didn't write down what it was worth. I think it was like $300 worth of items inside the Legendary. So I will be getting that probably by the end of the month. And there's my horse. Also, I want to talk about my shop because I already mentioned Camera Cell and Medieval Armory, which also Medieval Armory. I bought a bow and foam arrows. But this one hasn't worn out on me, but I heard a lot online that I'll see how that guy was talking about that. He said that there's just hot glued on there. Oh, that was Larp guy. He said that they're hot glue the fletchings on here. Maybe they do. But it's not hanging out like he said. And yeah, he's right. The notch is a little bit smaller than I would like. But yeah. I got 3 arrows and a bow and a quiver for my archer. Can't remember the price. I think it was like, it was more than $100. I can tell you that. And by the way, you have to buy a 3-pound bow, no, 30-pound test bow, because you don't want to kill anybody. So if you got like a regular bow, no, you're gonna have to lower the poundage on that thing. All right. But yeah, I got a shop because I'm trying to raise money to start my own LARP, because there ain't anything near me unless you're gonna drive for like a whole day and camp out for a day and then drive back for a day. It's insane. I'm out in the middle of nowhere, and I know a lot of friends of mine, about like 5, wants to do it, and there used to be one on my school campus, but I don't know what happened. So that out, I'll list the stuff below, like the larpbox.com/shop and my store, and you can always check out like Momo O'Brien and LARP Girl, LARP Guy, LARP Forge. I really like him, even though he's in Germany. You know, he's across a whole different continent, not here. He's really cool. And LARP House, they're really cool. They have their own shop, and they're really. And I believe LARP House also is a part of LARP.org. They really have a part of that too, so they're part of that. She has her own Etsy shop and stuff, and she has her own little handouts and stuff like that. So that is a tractor. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up. Usually I do gaming reviews and stuff like that on my channel. I'm gonna start doing LARP stuff. So that was the #1 LARP box for Kickstarter backers, and I should be getting the legendary one here in a few. I will probably sign up. I'm a little tight on budget, so I'll check that out. Sign up for the next LARP box, and that is the Elven LARP box, box 3, because you probably missed the post-apocalyptic one. That was the second one. That was this month, but I was waiting for this box to come. But you better schedule it by the 25th, or you're gonna miss that one too. Don't know what's in it though. Always a surprise for those boxes, and that is actually, I think, pretty cheap for all those other boxes like Game Box and stuff like that. So that is it. Hopefully you guys like my video. Like they always say, share, like, subscribe. There's always a subscribe button, and like, you could leave your comments. Maybe you can help me out going, I like the barn look, stuff like that. You babble on too much, probably. Yeah, and that's basically it. So I will see you guys. Oh, and also, I think this came with the leather bag. These. Be careful if you have any animals or children. Dispose of those properly. Or I've heard that these work great, kind of like rice. You know, if you got wet stuff, it sucks up the moisture. So if your gloves got wet or something like that, it sucks up the moisture. So if you got a lot of these, you can put them in a Ziploc bag and throw whatever is wet in a Ziploc bag, and it should lick the moisture away. That's what I heard. I don't know. I haven't tried it out because I don't got too many of these. You usually get these in shoes and surprisingly in jerky packages. So be careful about these. They are toxic. And it says right on it, don't eat it. So I'm glad I found that, because I don't want my horses getting a hold of that. So, yep. Share, like, subscribe, leave comments below. I will type in addresses and stuff like that in the box below. So, See you guys later. This was Lance Esquire. So, see you later, YouTube.